Come in.
Hey, Paulina.
Hello.
Are you free?
Yeah.
I just wanted to check in on you and see how you're doing.
No, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, what's up?
Not much. Spring quarter. Week, what is it? 4 now. Yeah. Time is passing by a little too fast.
Yeah.
This year has been too fast. But yeah.
Yeah, how are you feeling about that?
Okay. Like, I feel that I wish I could have kind of taken it in a little bit now that we're in spring quarter. Like, the past 2 quarters, I think to them and I'm just like, where did they go, you know? So I just kind of want to sit for a while and just kind of think about things sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I can do that with you if you
Yeah.
want. Yeah. So, how have you been feeling about the year so far? Like, you've been having a good time?
Yeah, I mean, so far it's been, for the majority, it's been really good. Got some ups and downs along the way. Like, fall quarter, I was really homesick, and yeah, we talked about that fall quarter. But, yeah, it's been getting better. I've kind of found some ways to kind of cope with it now, and I get to go home in the summer, so that'll be nice.
Yeah. Is there anything, like, I know midterms are coming up, so, like, is there anything, like, on your mind right now that you want to talk about?
I was going to come to you just to see, like, what... Something that was on my mind is just that, like, me and my roommate have been kind of quiet with each other lately.
I see.
Yeah, it's just... It hasn't been anything, like, arguments. It's just that I feel that fall quarter we had... Like, we hit it off pretty well, and we were, like, hanging out, going to dinner and everything. But this quarter, she's been spending a lot of time with her boyfriend, and it's just been kind of like, well... Okay, like, I like him. He's a nice person. But, we just haven't had time to hang out as much.
Yeah. How's that been making you, like, feel?
I mean, I'm okay with it. I mean, I'm happy for her and everything. She seems really happy.
Yeah.
But, I don't know how to say, like, hey, remember me, or anything like that. So, yeah, I'm just kind of trying to find ways of, like, telling her that I kind of miss hanging out with her.
Yeah. Have you reached out to her yet, or are you still thinking about it?
Yeah, like, so this kind of started at the end of last quarter, so we were, like, in dead week and finals, so I felt like that wasn't a really good time to talk about it. So I was hoping that over spring break, like the distance would kind of help us, and it turned out pretty well. Like, week 1, we were okay, like, we were just kind of talking about how our spring break fun and everything, but, I haven't really talked to her about it. She's also kind of not around as much anymore.
Do you feel comfortable reaching out to her? Like, even if it's just a text message, like, hey, you want to talk later?
Yeah, I mean, I'm comfortable with that. I'm just not sure, like, how she would receive it, because maybe she might be like, well, no. You know?
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I mean, she still does technically live with you.
Yeah.
The good thing is that, I mean, at some point you're going to run into her, and maybe... If it's a text message, it's easy to say, no, I'm really busy, but if you talk to her in person, be like, hey, I really miss talking to you, and we should meet up sometime, you know? I feel like that's the kind of thing that gets people listening, and it seems like that's the problem right now, is that you guys used to be really close, but all of a sudden that communication's been cut off, and even though that's something that you feel like that you could recover from, maybe there are better ways that this could be going right now.
Yeah.
Like, ideally, like, how do you see that going?
Well, I mean, I hope that she would kind of just not, like, devote her attention to me, because that's also not what I would want, but maybe just, like, have a time during the week, like, let's have lunch on Tuesdays, and we'll settle that. So maybe that's what I'll do.
Yeah, like having a specific time for you guys to meet up might be something worthwhile.
Yeah, I think that would work out. Just because, I mean, I miss her. So.
Yeah, I mean, that's understandable. Your roommate, you know, was picked for you.
Yeah.
You're made for each other.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. But, yeah, so, like, you said that the relationship has been kind of quiet, more than, like, hostile or anything, but, like, are you worried about anything else that, like, within that?
Within that, not so much. It's just that, like, I don't think we're in a bad situation. Like I said, we haven't argued. It's just more that we say hi, how are you, and that's kind of the end to our conversation. Because usually she'll be running out the door or things like that. So I mean, I understand that she's also really busy.
Yeah.
So and I'm busy too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Has this been like affecting your schoolwork or your life at all?
Not so much schoolwork. Like I tend to do my work here in the room anyway.
Yeah.
So
that's good.
Like I've been here, but it's just like it hasn't been affecting my schoolwork, but it has affected like my breaks while I do schoolwork and things like that. So
yeah. Do you have anybody else that you've been reaching out to? Just when she's not available?
Yeah, I mean, I've been hanging out a lot with my study group for one of the classes I'm taking actually, and we've been studying together. So I'm also not like confining myself to the room or anything. So yeah, I've been studying with them, and that's been good. And we've been hanging out a little bit too. So
that sounds good. So it seems like right now you kind of got this roommate situation that could get better, but also isn't necessarily the worst. And at least like while you're worrying about that, you do have these other people that you can reach out to.
No, definitely.
And just like if anything ever gets worse, or even if you're like still not feeling better after you try to talk to her, just like don't hesitate to come to me. Okay?
Yeah. No, yeah, definitely.
Okay. Is there anything else that's been on your mind?
So I guess a couple of things. Just like everybody keeps talking about like what are you doing for summer? Like what are you gonna do? And it's just like, well, I don't really have a plan, and I kind of just want to take a break over the summer, you know. But at the same time, it's just like everyone's either getting an internship or getting a job or doing something cool like traveling or anything like that. And for me, it's more just like, well, I can go home. Yeah, and that's about it. So
it sounds like you're under a lot of pressure because everybody else has like, something cool lined up, or at least it seems like that. But one good thing to remember in that situation is that one, not everybody has like a Washington D.C. apprenticeship. You know, I'd say it's pretty normal for people just to go home, and sometimes that's what you need, and there's no shame in that. You know. When you have, when you're here, it's just really, really difficult to take time for yourself and to reflect. And one of the good things about summer is when you're not worried about everything, you get to do that.
Yeah.
And it seems that that's something that you can look forward to at least.
Yeah, that helps a lot, actually. Yeah, because all I've been thinking about is just like, well, like, I don't know, like, well, this person has an internship this summer and they're going to be getting paid and like advancing themselves in their career or whatever. And what I plan to do is just like go home and like hang out with family and friends. So
yeah, that's really good to do that though, because remember the people who are away, they're not going home and they don't get to see their family as much.
That's true.
And if that's something that's really healing for you, then embrace it, you know, and literally. And and you have the rest of your career to worry about internships and getting paid. And so, like, you know, this time right now is really good to just sit back and think about that.
Yeah, I definitely think I need time to just kind of, like I said, soak it all in, because like the year will pass by, and if I move on to something like equally busy over the summer, then I won't even have a chance to kind of think about it and think of how much I enjoyed freshman year. If that makes sense. Exactly. Like I need to catch up on sleep. So,
definitely.
Yeah.
Is that is there anything that you're like thinking about in particular, like, you know, concerning summer itself? Like,
not too much. I'm happy that I'll be going home.
Yeah, that's good.
I guess just something that I've been thinking about is like, it's not so much me, it's more so like my family's been asking me like about moving out days or whatever, and it's just like, well, I haven't received an email, so I'm not sure, and like I don't know like about storage space or things like that. So it's just like, it's not something super important, but it's something that's just like, well, it's gonna come sooner than I think.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is that when it comes to move-in day, that's all online, and if you want to just look up like move-in day, Stanford, or even find that calendar that they gave you.
Yeah, they can put the calendar.
Yeah, it's in there, so
Okay.
you can at least tell them what day. And as far as storage space, the best thing to do is to wait a little bit on that, and like because sometimes there'll be coupons or advertisements for discounts. So.
Okay, cool.
And one of the things that you can do is share storage space, and so you can put your stuff with one of your friends, so that when you both get back on campus, you can get all your stuff. Because you're probably not going to need a whole crate for this, and it'll be half the price, which is
nice.
Which is good.
No, yeah, that's definitely helpful. Yeah, it's like a lot of those small things. I'm really happy that like we have you guys to talk to who have been like experienced about that, because it's just like I don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, it's great.
It can be really daunting. Are you worried about next year at all? Or?
I mean, I'll be starting a lot more like, I guess, heavier classes. Like this year, I definitely wanted to take it a little bit easier, just kind of like ease my way into like having more units and everything. So I think that's a little bit stressful, but I've also been talking to my PMA about it. So she's been helping a little bit, like in terms of what classes to take. But yeah, I just hope that like in a new dorm and everything, that will go well.
When it comes to classes, like, are you worried about picking all of those classes and taking too much, or is it just?
I know I'm going to start off like little by little. I know fall quarter I'm not going to sign up for like 21 units.
That's good.
Because I'm not ready for that. But I think in terms of class load, I'll be fine. I'm pretty good at kind of like gauging how much I can take. Yeah. It's more just like having to kind of readjust to everything. And like, I don't know. I'm kind of worried about like whether like the living situation will be kind of the same, because I got really used to here and I got really comfortable here. So I'm not sure if like next year will be the same way, and I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to be different. Like, I'm not going to lie, sophomore year is always hard on everyone.
Yeah.
Because, when you have all of your friends right next door, it's easy to take that for granted.
That's true.
And one of the things is that, once everybody lives somewhere else, even if you're really close to them, seeing them suddenly takes up a lot of time. And
that's true.
Nobody really has a lot of time here. And so, maybe one of the things that you might want to think about is like figuring out your draw group, so that the people that you definitely need to see a lot are close by, and also trying to figure out places on campus that are central that you might want to be near.
Yeah. No, yeah. I'm drawing in with the two girls next door actually, and we decided to kind of do a tour of some houses, or like just a tour of some dorms. And like it worked out, and I guess we picked a couple places where we thought we might want to live. So yeah, we just need to do the application, which is also another like really confusing process.
Yeah,
but
definitely. Yeah. If you want me to look over that, just let me know when you guys are drawing that up.
Yeah, that would be helpful, just to make sure we're actually doing everything right. Because I don't want to end up like not having housing next year.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
The good thing about that is that you have guaranteed housing.
That's true.
So even if you don't get assigned now, they're going to find a place for you, even if it's like in Oak Creek.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about being homeless. So
that's true.
That's something to think about.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I'm totally willing to help you out, or everybody like on staff has done this before.
Yeah.
And we can help you through if you need us.
Oh, yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah. So is there anything else you want to talk about?
I think that's all, but I'll definitely come to you if I have any other questions.
Yeah. I'm always here.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. How long was that?
Oh. It's long. I really hope that was long enough.